Welcome back to Overwhelm is Robbing You series part 2, which is all about your mind. Because you see, you don't have a stress problem, you have a thought unchecked mind problem, and it's costing you so much more than you realize. Because think about it, overwhelm doesn't just start in your schedule, it starts in your mind. And every unfiltered thought is quietly stealing from your clarity, even your peace, and your ability to be fully present in your own life. Now, from a neuroscience perspective, your brain has something called the amygdala. It's the alarm system, and its job is to detect danger and keep you safe. But when your mind is constantly overloaded with unresolved thoughts, the amygdala starts misfiring, so it treats every thought as a threat. So now, instead of your brain saying, hey, you're safe, it stays activated like something needs to be fixed, handled, or even survived. And that's why you feel mentally on all the time. You might even feel like simple things feel heavy, and even rest doesn't feel like rest. Now, we do have scripture for this. We are to take every thought captive to make it obedient to Christ. We are also not to conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of our minds. Now, this isn't just encouragement, it is a system for mental authority. Because think about it, a mind that isn't taken captive becomes a mind that gets led. And that was my reality. I wasn't just overwhelmed, but I had mental noise that I didn't know how to quiet. My thoughts were running unchecked, I had no pause, no filter, no discernment, and I never stopped to ask, like, is this true? Is this from God? Or is it just something that I learned to believe? And it didn't just feel like overwhelming because it was robbing me of clarity, of even being present in my own life. But listen, here is the shift, okay? Overwhelm loses its power when you stop believing every thought you think, because you don't just become a different woman by doing more, you become her by thinking differently. And listen, she doesn't just live in chaos anymore. And I always tell you this, you're already her, okay? You're the woman that is learning to lead her mind and not be led by it. Now, I want you to imagine, think about, how would it feel if my thoughts were to be calm, I were to feel steady, and what exactly would my life look like? I also want to challenge you this week, take every thought captive. So, what does that look like? Every thought you think, run it through a filter. Is this something that is helping me, or is it something that's hindering me? And if you want to, you can even write it down. You can come back to it later, pray over it, take it to the Lord, or even in the moment, you can say, Lord, I know that this thought does not serve me. Take this and give me your peace, because your word says that if my mind is stable,